Hi everyone, so welcome for today's workout. We are at Universal MMA. Andrew, he's here helping me out today. And today we're going to do a little bit of a tutorial for you on some of the boxing moves that you can use at home. We're going to adapt them. So remember that these boxing moves are adapted for people with Parkinson's. So they might look a little bit different than some regular boxing moves you've seen before. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about some equipment that you can use if you have it, or if you don't, how you can do it without any. So if you're lucky enough to have somebody with you who can hold pads, you can get a set of pads online, and I've put some links below so you can check those out to find out where you can get them and what you need to know about which ones you're looking for. Same goes for gloves. So I'm not wearing gloves today so that you can see where my hands are going when I'm punching, but if you want to get a set of gloves, I've put some information below as to where you can get them and what kind of glove you might be looking for. If you really want to invest, you can get a hanging bag if you've got some gym space at home. You can get one of these hanging bags that you can box against. Again, the links are below if you want more information on that. And if you don't have any equipment at home, you can air box. So we're going to be demonstrating some air boxing for you today. So if you don't have anything, that's fine. Just follow along with us and do it that way. Okay, so we're going to show you first of all your fighting stance. This is a really, really important piece of any boxing that you're going to be doing, is how you're standing. So you're going to get your feet nice and wide, one in front and one behind. If you're left-handed, your left foot's going to be in front and your right foot behind. And if you're left-handed, just switch your feet to the opposite direction. So feet are nice and wide. You never want to be in a narrow stance. If Andrew's in a nice narrow stance, then it's really easy to push him over. So we're going to get our feet nice and wide so we're sturdy and balanced, and put a little bit of a bend in our knees. The first boxing move that we're going to teach you is a jab. So that's your front foot, your front hand. Okay? You're going to come across and you're going to punch forward. Now, again, if you have somebody holding pads, you're going to punch across to the opposite pad. And if you don't, you're just going to air box all the way to the end in the air. Okay, you want to make sure your elbow is fully extended, get full reach, turn your body. So on the pad, I'm going to go jab, and I'm always going to bring my hand right back to my face to protect myself. So jab, back into my face. Jab, back into my face. Okay, nice and simple. That's your front hand is your jab. We're going to go on to our cross now, which is your backhand. So this is your power punch, your knockout punch. So you get into your nice fighting stance. You're going to come forward, you're going to twist your hip, and you're going to land on the pad, or if you're air boxing, in the air. Okay? When I come forward and I hit, my wrist is facing down and I'm punching with the top of my knuckles. Make sure that your thumbs are in front, not inside or sticking out the top, or you're going to get injured. So that's your cross, pushing forward and coming back. Okay? Those are your crosses. If you're air boxing, same thing. All the way to your full range, coming back, and I'm twisting that hip. Especially with Parkinson's, we want to make sure that we're getting nice, big, dynamic movements when we're boxing. So make sure those hands are coming all the way back to your face, and you're getting to your full range at the end, okay? We don't want to see any little punches. So the next one we're going to do is our hook. You can do hooks with either hand, and what you want to think about is your elbow coming up and twisting with your trunk. So we know that in Parkinson's, you start to get really stiff through the trunk, so this is a great exercise to improve that trunk rotation. So you're going to get your hands up, your elbow's going to come high, you're going to twist around, and you're going to hit the pad or the air at 90 degrees. So you want to think about if you had your hand up here, I'll do it this way so you can see. Okay, my elbow is high and my hand is hitting at 90 degrees. So I can hook with my front hand or I can hook with my back hand. My elbow is nice and high, coming all the way around, and I'm twisting that trunk. So I get that nice trunk rotation every time, and my hands always come right back to my face, okay? So those are your hooks. The last one we're going to talk about today is uppercuts. So for uppercuts, my wrist is going to be facing in. I'm going to come underneath the pad, up into it, and I'm going to push with my hip and twist with my trunk again. Up and across. Now, if you're air boxing, same thing. You're going to come low, up, and imagine that you've got that pad there that you're hitting into, okay? So those are your 4 basic punches that you need to know. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to show you how you step. So we're going to be in fighting stance. We'll both start with our left foot forward, right foot back. Arms are going to be up. Now, if we want to step forward, we're going to keep our feet nice and wide always so that we've got good balance and we're ready to punch. So you're going to take a step forward with your front foot, little step in with your back foot. Front step forward, little step in. Same thing if we're going backwards. So you're going to take a step back with your back foot, little step with your front. Back with your back foot, little step with your front. Okay, you're going to be needing those in the workouts later on. The very last thing we're going to talk about today is dodging a punch. So again, we're not going to be hitting each other, but just imaginary. We're going to use our slips. So this is, again, modified for Parkinson's, but we're going to twist our trunk and show our shoulder to the front of the room. So we're going to twist, show your shoulder to the front so that you avoid that punch if someone's coming at you, and then we're going to do it the other way. twist, so your shoulder to the front of the room. So we're really working on that trunk rotation, getting all the way around, twisting through. Okay, so you can do that to either side, and again, we'll be doing that in the workout coming up. Okay, so those are all the basics you need to know. You can head over to the workout now and get started on the routine.